Chinese tech names. We're going to watch oil today, Jim, coming off the best day since April.
Boom! What a bounce up. And I think that we got to get used to the idea that when it gets to 70, it goes down, because that's when the Saudis don't want it that much higher. Because what the Saudis are worried about are things like Pioneer, Devon. They have the ability to turn it on if they want to. They're very profitable companies. When you have oil companies that are not living hand to mouth, they can actually do the right thing. They can hold back when it's at 60, and they can. I have Denbury Resources tonight.
You do?
It's a good one, yeah, where they can. They have some hedges that are coming off. Denbury's, by the way, is the single best carbon capture company, which is why I'm featuring them.
No,
Man,
yeah, don't even start.
This suit is fabulous. Right. But anyway, I do think that there we go. I do think that oil is a huge story, because when it goes up, people say, oh, the opening. I mean, by the way, people say the dollar. You ever hear that? That's just journalists talking. The dollar is that's just when I don't know what to say. I'll talk about the dollar. I've done so much work on this dollar thing. Do you know it's just a completely false tell?
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because it doesn't correlate. It doesn't prove anything. There's no correlation.
So we shouldn't spend any time talking about it.
I got 20 years worth of non-correlations. But it's something that people say. I'm actually going to speak about the idea that the Saudis don't like it at 70. It's too high. You know, they don't want to start getting people to do it. And then at down 60, they turn it off, and we turn it on. And our rig count goes up. When it goes to 70, our rig count goes up. What is that?
That's something I don't need.
You have to throw it away right then? You know, why don't you say something? There's so much going on. And I
I thought I was going to say something.
Go ahead. Give it a shot. Give it your best shot.
Give it my best shot. Well, should we talk about Chinese tech companies?
Yeah, I've got some great stuff
there.
I've got some great stuff on
the fact that ARK is coming back into some of the names.
They're nimble. Very nimble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
They are nimble.
Well, because they said they don't want to buy Chinese stocks. They didn't call them uninvestable.
Right.
And then they buy Chinese stocks. Yeah. That to me is nimble.
All right, well, they see value. Listen, I would add, though, with ARK, and of course we're talking about Cathie Wood and the Wood stocks, the transparency that we've got there, let's not forget it. You and I grew up in a time when nobody knew anything about what anybody was doing.
Right.
And now you get every day. You know exactly what she's doing. I mean, there is a real benefit to that.
Well, I think there is. And she did say, when we go back and look, we never said the Chinese names were uninvestable. This is before this. What we have said is because of the social engineering, it seems, or re-engineering taking place in China, that the valuations associated with these companies are damaged. And we don't think they're going to go up anytime soon. Now, the problem with that is that was said quite recently. So anytime soon may have been, a 24-hour period? 48 hours?
Yeah, that's from our interview Wednesday. With her on Tech Check. Yep.
Well, all right.
She had said that Chinese names deserved a reset because of the rhetoric coming out of Xi's office.
Well,
and we tried to get her to say, well, are these names uninvestable? She wouldn't go there.
That. No, that's true. But, I mean, I didn't see a wholesale shift towards social engineering. I mean, if anything, things have gotten tougher. Now, there are some things that happened last night, like Macau, which is where Wynn is gambling, and MGM. They said that you don't have to show, you don't have to, instead of a 48-hour, you can wait 7 days to use an old test.
Right. Also, the SEC is giving these Chinese companies sort of new requirements in terms of disclosures. Remember, they were looking at the VIE structure closely.
Right.
I mean, you got a lot of back and forth. Our SEC requiring certain things, and obviously the Chinese regulators all over the place.
Well, the Chinese have the ability to let the stocks go higher
from these Chinese companies, particularly those that plan on listing outside of China.
Well, it's entirely possible that people felt that when Cathie Wood, who is such a guru, exited because she felt that these stocks are quizzical, that other people may have shorted them. And what you're seeing is a short squeeze of tremendous proportions. And she did not choose to issue a statement saying stocks should be higher.
No, and as we know, there's this concern that they're going to continue to crack down on, for lack of a better term, wealthy people.
Right.
There are
common prosperity is the term
but the wealthiest. And then that has translated into some luxury-related companies' stocks going down because the Chinese consumer, particularly at the high end, represents a great deal of potential growth for many of these companies. And if there were to be some sort of a crackdown in that way, there's been a concern. But meanwhile, Jim, we're watching these names up double digits this morning.
Well, the short squeezes.
Some of them up double.
I said last night you can buy them for 2 weeks, and then they'll come back and they'll say, "All right, we've had enough of that. Let's go down and take a look at them." Now, you know that there are many, many millionaires in China. Now, Val Afshar is a guy I like to quote. He's from Salesforce. He goes, according to the World Bank, sorry for my reading here, 750 million Chinese were living below the international poverty line of $1.90 per day in 1990. Now it is below 10 million. Get this. There are more households with wealth over 110,000 in China than in the United States. 100 million versus 99 million.
Wow.
So that's,
Well, they created a middle class. And they did it in what?
They created a middle class.
30 years.
Yeah.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.